All right, what up? Broncos pull off the comeback of the fucking century. Probably the best Broncos comeback since the game against the Chargers at home and the game against the Bears. It's whatever. We weren't really a good team when we did that, and the Bears weren't a good team. What a game! What a game, folks! I gotta shout out to Colby Sports with the folks stuff. It's stuck in my head. But we gotta go scoring drive. Every scoring drive, shall we? Scoring plays. First fucking touchdown broke ice in the first quarter. Bellinger, wide open. Can't accept that, really. Defense wasn't great today, but they made one key play that we'll get to. Yeah, Bellinger wide open. I don't know whose fault. I think that was Singleton's fault. It's always his fault, and it was a touchdown there. And then, yeah, kick is good. Extra point, and then we'll get to that. Scatterboo touchdown on a pass from Jackson Dart, and it's a failed missed extra point there. It's 13-0 at halftime. Broncos don't do shit. Tracy scores a rushing touchdown and a failed 2-point conversion, 19-0. But then the Broncos the next drive down the field, touchdown deflection, Troy Franklin, and then 2-point conversion to Sutton. It's 19-8. And then I thought it was over after this, man. Fucking Troy Johnson touchdown. Theo Johnson touchdown from Jackson Dart. I thought we should have forced a field. Field goal, but it was another deflection. Back-to-back deflected touchdowns, man. They were blitzed. I don't know. They were blitzing, and that's what happened, man. It was wide open. It's 26-8, and I thought it was over. We scored. All right, here we go. We scored a touchdown. We scored another touchdown right after that. Bo Nix 7-yard rushing touchdown, and then 2-point conversion to Troy Franklin. He's a 2-point conversion merchant. It's 26-16. Then a interception by Justin Sternad, and because Jackson Dart literally just threw it to him. Terrible play call in there. Bo Nix throws it to R.J. Harvey, touchdown, 26-23. And, then the Broncos get a stop. And they drive down the field. Score a touchdown, Bo Nix, big run, great blocking there. It's 26-30. And then Jackson Dart gets a QB dive because of the PI there. I thought the Broncos defense should have done their job and made a stop on that drive. If they would have done that, we would have had this heart attack. But luckily, we have a quarterback that shows up in the fourth quarter. We have a quarterback who is tough as nails. We have a quarterback who's my quarterback. We have a great quarterback that needs to play a full game. But this guy's a dog. Bo Nix is a fucking dog. Throws a rocket to fucking Mims. Throws one to Sutton, I think, too. So Mims and Sutton, we'll get to them. And then Will Lutz, redemption kick, and they win this game 33-32, man. Let's fucking get it. GG's to Giants fans out there. Jared, Alex, obviously we did the Bronco brothers earlier, so yeah, I know they were mad, but rightfully so. Your team choked, and I would be mad too. We've done this before. Every team has choked. Broncos have done some choke jobs. Let's start off with the Giants. Jackson Dart did great outside the interception. He took 4 sacks, though. Was battling with an ankle, but this guy is a real quarterback, folks. Jackson Dart probably can win Rookie of the Year. Abuka got injured, so maybe he can steal that from him, but he's a great player, Jackson Dart. They actually found a QB. Cam Scatterboo was limited in the runs, only 60 yards, but Tracy had that touchdown. Jackson Dart, obviously, a diving touchdown, only limited to 11 yards, so only 5 carries for him, so that's something that they should do with Jackson Dart. They shouldn't be fucking killing him. Wandale Robinson was great. Bellinger had that wide open touchdown. Johnson had that deflection touchdown. Scatterboo had 34 yards and a touchdown. So, like, Scatterboo showed up, Little Jordan Humphreys did not have his fucking revenge game. Alright. And defensively, Brian Burns had 2 sacks. We did not turn the ball over. We almost did on a botched fucking handoff, but we didn't turn the ball over. And we've been asking for turnovers, and the Broncos got a turnover, and we'll get to him. We'll get to that, man. Bo Nix, what a fourth quarter for this man pulled off the fourth quarter of the Giants did help him obviously with that interception bad call, but like you gotta go down the field and drive and get a touchdown. You gotta drive down the field and get a touchdown. Then he did that. I was so pumped. 2 touchdowns, 27 for 50. Not good completion percentage. He was getting bat. The Giants D line was batting balls down like it was nothing today. J.K. Dobbins had some nice runs at the end there, but Bo Nix 48 yards, 2 touchdowns. Marvin Mims and then R.J. Harvey's not been good, man, this year. But hey, we'll get to him. Cortland Sutton and Marvin Mims were so clutch. And Evan Ingram, these guys, we were complaining about the playmaker. We still need to address it. We still need another receiver or a playmaker. Receiver's going to be easier to add because I think Evan Ingram's good, man. He showed up in the fourth with some big catches there, 42 yards. Mims, 85 yards plus that 19 rushing. So, 100 yards from scrimmage there. 87 yards for Sun, some big catches with his big body. No pause. Troy Franklin, he had that 2-point conversion and a touchdown on a deflection. R.J. Harvey with touchdown. So those guys contributed there. Bo Nix fumbled, but they got the ball back. Defensively, obviously Singleton's going to lead the team in tackles. I thought Brandon Jones should have had an interception at the end. Like, they had some chances to seal it at the end after that choke. Malcolm Roach and Zach Allen and Q Robinson all had a half sack. Jonathan Cooper had a sack and a half. And Tillman, the XFL guy, had a sack. Justin Sternad with the interception, man. Justin Sternad's not a great coverage linebacker, but he makes some impact plays with the blitz and a big interception. First interception of his career. Probably the biggest play of his career, his young career. And Justin Sternad was a guy we written off. He's a guy that I thought sucks. We're going to cut him. But this guy is a valuable player on this team as a backup and a rotation linebacker, especially with Greenlaw. I thought Greenlaw looked good. He had a nice hit on Jackson Dart. But, again, they're putting him on a snap count. I think he'll probably play more against the Cowboys, but we'll see about that. R.J. Harvey had a bad game with the return. And then Will Lutz, 1 for 1. 1 for 1. 39-yard field goal is good. Their kicker was bad, man. 2 missed extra points. It was bad. Jeremy Crawshaw was pretty good, too. 303 yards. But overall, what a game. One of the games of the year. And that's really all I got to say, man. What an entertaining game. The Broncos showed up in the fourth. They have to play a complete game eventually, or else they're not gonna. They can't do this against great teams like the Chiefs or the Colts. Well, we're not playing the Colts anymore. Can't do this against the Chargers, even though they're not great, but they're still have a good. They have an elite quarterback. Can't do this against the top tier teams that we're gonna play eventually down the line, and the defense has to play better. Like, they were getting gashed, but they did hold their own. They kept them in the game, but the offense just kept giving the fucking Giants the ball. So, defense was, not perfect, but that interception by Sternad was huge, and Bo Nix clutched up when he needed to. 4 touchdowns from that guy is crazy. So this is probably the best quarter of his life. And that's all I gotta say, man. GG's to the Giants. I know this is late, but I have to watch the Jays. They're forced at Game 7. Hopefully they win tomorrow. We'll see about that. But that's all I gotta say, man. Go Broncos. Beat the Cowboys next week. And that's it.